Okay.
So yes, I know God worked wonders for like me. So I know He is real.
Not bitch, sister. He compliment her. He be nice to her and all that. He still whoop her ass though. But he be nice to her. He buy her gifts.
You
he
been
take
love
care of
bombed,
her.
honey.
Okay, I agree with you. Now look, he still do these positives, but you saying the negatives he do outweigh the positives. So to hell with the positives. Kizzy, I agree with you. The positives we do, it do got some positives, but the negatives it do outweigh the positives. So to hell with the pros. I agree with you, Kizzy. To hell with the pros. If the negatives outweigh the positives, to hell with the positives.
I got you.
I agree with you.
I got you.
I agree with you. So she didn't see how well we was agreeing, y'all.
If weed do you bad worse than it do you justice, leave it the hell alone.
Bingo! All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Dontbeaviking podcast. Today, I got a familiar face with me. Kizzy, introduce yourself by name, age, relationship status.
Hi, I am Kizzy, and I am 23, and I am single.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe in God?
For sure.
Okay. Would you want your partner to believe in God?
For sure.
Okay. If you have a partner and they are doing things that comes in between you and God, would you cut them off?
Most definitely.
Why?
Because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's one room in the casket.
Speak up a little bit for me.
Okay. Like I said earlier, it's one room in the casket, and it's only room for your goddamn self. You got to protect yourself, your peace at all times. If anybody is trying to interfere with what you believe in, they got to go. That means they overstepping the boundary.
Okay. Now, if you don't cut that person off, what does that say about you?
A lot about your character. You can't stand for shit. You ain't got no backbone.
Okay.
You're not standing in what you believe in. And God He's a jealous God. So if you don't love Him in your downfalls or when you down, how the fuck you think He gonna want your love when you up? When He actually does something for you. Like, you got to talk about Him in public as much as you love Him in private.
Yeah. A person that doesn't cut that person off, would it be safe to say that they love that person more than they love God?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most
now,
definitely.
What if you love this person? Like, let's say y'all married.
You think
you love this person. Now, let's say somebody else comes to you, whether it's your friend, whether it's a stranger, whether it's a counselor, your mama, whoever it is, they come to you like, Kizzy dude, bad news. He coming between you and God, but you can't see it. Like, you hear them, but you don't necessarily see the evidence for yourself. What should happen now? Because if you don't see it, you're not just going to break up with that person. What should the other people do to help convince you to see it?
What they can do to convince me?
Yeah, because like, if I'm telling you, let's say them
telling me is enough, because that means if they have to tell me, they observed some shit and God possessed them to come tell you and pass that message.
Okay. So even though you don't see it, but they told you, you would still take heed to it anyway.
Yes, most definitely. That means I need to self-evaluate and see what the fuck they talking about. But don't let them know your every move, goddammit. Okay, you got a thing, girl. And you go home by yourself and you reevaluate your goddamn life.
Okay.
And maybe realize that nigga, is, moving you far away from God and trying to use you as this self.
Okay. So you think after they tell you, now that it put it in your head, it'll be like a process.
Yeah, that'll most definitely spark a light bulb in my head.
Okay, but it won't be instant. Like, you won't leave them today, but it'll start you looking at it.
If we talking about
differently,
I ain't even we talking about person, the nigga would have been left. Anybody, because if you don't respect me and my beliefs, that means it's not even about them loving, what you say?
God.
Which one you say love more than God?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even about loving Him more than God, goddamn. You gotta love yourself first.
Yeah.
If a motherfucker is not rocking with how you love yourself or how you portray yourself, they got to go, because now you fucking up my peace, my book. Because at the end of the day,
so
only one person in the goddamn casket, and it's not you and him, it's you.
Okay.
Goddamn it.
Do you think loving God and loving yourself is synonymous? Like, the actions you would do to love God will increase yourself?
We all are one.
Okay.
Yes, we are one. We are one with nature, one with this earth, not with this shit that we created that we sitting in.
Okay.
So yes, I know God worked wonders for like me. So I know He is real.
Not bitch, sister.
I'm sorry. But yes, he will work wonders for a sister like me. So I know for sure that he's real, and ain't nobody gonna tell me different. Just like with the scientists. Yeah. Them the scientists might tell you, oh, we done researched this shit and God and that. If you know deep down if God work wonders for you, you're not gonna listen to what somebody put on black and white because they got their degree in science.
Yeah. Okay. Now the reason I asked that is God made us the vicegerent on earth. That's a word I wasn't familiar with at first.
Please
so yeah, vicegerent means to take his place. To if I'm the vicegerent, let's say I got a household. If I'm finna leave and go out of town, I would make my little brother the vicegerent. He taking my place until I come back. He not necessarily me, but he gonna hold this position until I come back. That's what you get out of the Bible when they say we made in God's image and likeness. Image don't just mean look like him. That I proved before and I'm gonna prove again in the near future. That do mean image. Exactly like I'm looking at you. So we proved previously that yes, God got a physical body, but we ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole right now. But we proved yes, image mean that. Yeah, image mean that look like with your eyeballs, yes. But image also means to look like, as in to replicate. Like if I'm holding a certain position, imagine I say Kobe looked like Michael Jordan on the court. I'm not meaning they look the same as far as their facial features.
They can have the similar
attributes. Mm-hmm. They are holding the same position. The same stuff Michael Jordan do on the court is the same stuff Kobe do on the court. So if we made in God's image and likeness, image outside, likeness inside, both of those things prove that we are God's vicegerents. We take his position on earth. You don't believe what I'm saying? You need some scriptures to like go by.
Yeah, these two are to look. These eyes are to look. Yeah. But we all have a third eye. Yeah. And that eye is to see.
Exactly.
You see right through a motherfucker.
Exactly.
You can't look through their ass, but you don't see. So it's a difference.
If you need a scripture to say, well, God is... All right.
Go look it up. We ain't doing all the extra work.
It say God made Moses a god. Okay. Mm-hmm. It say we are all children of God. We are all God's children of the Most High God. Cool. So now I'm not even gonna keep naming scriptures. Moses was made a God. God said you a God and all your brothers and sisters gods. We children of the Most High God. Cool. If a dog has sex with a dog and produce another dog, is this dog any less of a dog than the other two? No. Is he capable of doing what they're doing? Not yet, because he's still a puppy. But if he keeps growing and maturing in intelligence, the little dog will be able to do what the big dog do. That's a vicegerent. Now, I say that to say, why or how are we made God's vicegerent? Why are we his vicegerent instead of, let's say, a frog? Why didn't God give the frog dominion over the whole earth? Why did he give us dominion over the earth? What makes us different from a frog?
Because he got different purposes for different things.
Okay. What's our purpose? Well, we know it's to be a vicegerent, but why? Like just looking at you and looking at a frog, what make you superior than a frog?
Shit, I can talk. Okay. But God gave us different goddamn, I don't know how to put it in words.
I think you already hit it on the head. You can talk, the frog can't. Like
we can do different things that a frog can do. Don't know why, but that's why we are put here to figure it out. Same thing as the frog. The frog put here to figure out what the fuck he can do for him to be a frog.
Exactly.
Goddamn, like spiders. Spiders are put here to goddamn. They might bite the shit out of us, but they help us in different ways we can't understand. Right?
Yeah.
I think we all here for a different purpose. And us as humans, we are spirits that came from the universe, and we have took control of these vessels that they call humans.
I agree with you.
Just like cars. Shit, why the fuck a car and a goddamn motorcycle different? I don't fucking know. One of them got a roof, one of them don't. But they both drive your ass.
Yeah. I think you hit it on the head with the first thing you said. You said, bro, I can talk. A damn frog can't. Why can we talk? The intelligence in our head produce a different outcome than the intelligence in a damn frog head. Let's say a parrot. A parrot got the faculties to talk. But a parrot wasn't made the
same
to have dominion over the earth. So is it deeper than we can talk and they can't? Yeah. Okay. So what's the difference between us and Perry if we both can talk? Our intelligence level, bro.
In our lungs.
Everything.
Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know. I just know.
Like, bro, we are the most intelligent creatures on earth. So if we are the most intelligent and we were made to be the vicegerents, that's the correlation. The most wise will be the rulers over everything, over the least wise. So since we the most intelligent, we got dominion over everything else. Cool. I say that to say, if our intelligence creates our connection, our divine connection with God, that means anything that comes between us and intelligence is coming between us and God. So let's say a dude, you say you will not submit yourself to a dude that's unwise. That is an amazing decision, because if you submit yourself to an unwise dude, he gonna lead you to make unwise decisions. And what we just say, anything that comes between you and intelligence is coming between you and God.
And it takes time for you to get there, because I've had a plethora of unwise brothers.
Hey,
we're not put down here to be wise. We put down here to learn and to get intelligent. Because we start don't know shit. Like you said, the little puppy can get where the big dog is.
Facts.
Everybody don't have the same intelligence that your mama got or grandma got. Even grandma, including the people in the household, they don't have people that outside. That's why we put here to walk a path so we can learn shit. God gonna put shit different in our life to help us learn. And once you get to this level of intelligence, you're not gonna let no little ass scrumpy ass nigga get into the between that, because God done brought you this far. Everything that happened in your life for a reason. So whatever you partake is to learn a lesson, and that lesson comes with intelligence.
That's good. You said that you had previously dudes that wasn't the most wise.
You didn't know better.
Yeah, like previously, I can speak for myself. In my previous relationships, I wasn't the most wise. So other sisters I have been with can say the same thing Kizzy just said. I was with dudes before that weren't the most wise. I would agree with them. If I heard one of my exes say, yeah, I was with dudes that were the most wise, I would 100% advocate this statement. Yes, that was with a dude that wasn't the most wise. Like she said, we start off as a puppy. We start off as a puppy. Then the dog just keep getting a little bigger, keep getting a little wise. Now,
elevate.
You also got dogs that's big as hell that's still stupid. So size doesn't necessarily mean intelligence. Just like age in humans doesn't necessarily mean intelligence, but it should. You should get wise over time. Like she said, she was with dudes she submitted herself to previously that wasn't the most wise. Now she won't make that same mistake. I did things in previous relationships that wasn't the wisest thing to do. Now I strive not to make that same mistake. Now, as we keep improving the previous mistakes we made, we keep getting closer to God. Because remember, elevation in intelligence leads to elevation with our connection to God. So we say all that to say what? In a previous, relationship. In a previous podcast, we just talked about weed and the effects we have on this. I say that we messes with our intelligence. The last point we made last episode, we talked about how we messes with your higher levels of mental capacity. Not capacity, I should say ability. So if it messes with your higher levels of intelligence, I would say that's a disconnect between you and God. Now, earlier we said, go ahead.
Keyword, if.
Yeah.
So I 100% agree. If it fucks with your head to the point that you cannot balance or use that portal to be close with God, please leave it alone.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the mental strength to deal with that and do your daily work.
Yeah.
But if it does not, and that actually helps you, hey, I ain't mad at you.
Now, I like what you just said. If it mess with you.
So I never disagree with you, but it's always sides of the thing. So if, like I said, if it does fuck with your head, please leave that shit alone. You're not built for it.
Okay. This is my thought on it. Tell me what you think about this. Because I was it yesterday, day before yesterday? I was talking to my mama about the effects we got on this. And my mama had the same thought process you got towards it. Like, yeah, if it do what I'm saying it do, we should leave it alone. So this is what I think the point of interest should be. Proven if it do it. Because if you saying, yeah, I leave it alone. I stop advocating for it if it do what you saying. Cool. Now I say, how would we take it from if to yeah, it do? I think earlier I asked you, what if your man do meth or cocaine? You said hell nah. Why? Because you already think in your head.
No good outcome.
Exactly. So I think the reason we still advocate for weed is not because we want to do harm to ourselves, because I just said meth and cocaine to you and you shot it down instantly. You didn't even give it a chance. Why? Because you already know, or at least you already think, because I won't say no, because to know we have the facts on it. We can't necessarily recite no goddamn statistics.
And everybody is different. Everybody is different. Everybody thinks different. Don't nobody always think like you and me or others. So you got to keep that in mind. And that's what I mean by with these scientists. Yeah, you might have got a test about 5 people, but everybody don't think about them 5 people. So
since we think differently, or since we think cocaine and meth is bad for us, like I said, y'all, yes, we know meth and cocaine is bad. I'm only saying think, because to know something mean you got the facts on it. Bruh, if you ask me is cocaine and meth bad, I'm going to say yes. If you tell me to repeat or state some statistics on meth, will I be able to recite something from the top of the head? No. So that's why I'm saying we think. Yes, it's still a fact, but we don't got the facts on it. So I'm saying think just to be safe and sorry. So since we already think that meth and cocaine is bad, if I say, kids, I'm finna do some crack or cocaine, or I'm finna do some meth, you'll say, hell no, I'm tripping immediately. So I say, what I think needs to be the focus is, just as popularized as we got the negative side effects of meth and crack everywhere, we need to popularize the negative side effects of weed. Because the reason people say, now hold on, let me finish this. The reason people say, nah, weed not that bad, is because we don't hear the negative sides of weed like we hear the negative sides of meth and crack. Because, like I said, we can't sit here and recite no facts of meth. But just from what we heard over our 23 years of living, we's like, hell nah to crack, hell nah to meth. But we ain't been hearing that much bad shit about weed. So we like, if it's bad, like you said it is, then yeah.
Motherfucker, the whole we gotta think of outside of our household and up the street, man.
Okay.
Weed is bad in this motherfucker. It's the whole world thinks weed is bad. If we looking outside of the house, homeless, and how the prison and economy and these jobs look, it's all about weed is bad, we do this, we do
So
that.
do you think weed is bad?
Internally, we know the positivity of weed because we have consumed it. This motherfucking cocaine.
Okay.
What positivity have you seen? Because you done had up the street in the house, or somebody didn't slip this shit somewhere. You didn't have a view.
So let me ask you this:
when have you ever
what
seen
is
some
the positive of weed? Name me some pros.
Okay, like I said, it's 2 different types. You got the sativa and you got the
okay.
indica.
Name the pros for both of them. Let me hear you.
Indica, you in the caps, honey. You chill.
Okay, you chilling. Okay,
relaxing.
Okay,
and shit, people have green cards for weed, and it's legal in some places because they know it's a medical. It's like for medical. It's not supposed to be for goddamn showboating how y'all do it, and making it look cute. What else they do for goddamn it?
So we got relaxation, they medical.
Yes, weed is supposed to be for medical reasons.
Okay,
it's not for pleasure. Goddamn it.
Okay,
we smoke weed to get high and have that feeling. And a lot of weed push you to sleep. Goddamn.
Okay.
So that's the indica. It don't give you no production. Yeah. But positive of indica, you calm. People have anxiety. People schizophrenic.
Okay.
Some people need weed to calm your ass down.
Okay. Now
what cocaine gonna do?
Let me ask you this. If we thinking on not from our personal experiences, we thinking on the most elevated way we can think. The highest intellectual way to view this. Which one is wiser for us as humans to achieve our highest altitude? Do you think it's wiser to achieve a certain outcome from a product? Or do you think it will be the most intelligent and powerful thing to achieve that same outcome without a product, just producing it within yourself? Which one do you think is better?
You said with or without a product?
Yeah.
If you can do that shit naturally, you a bad motherfucker.
Okay.
So that's better.
Okay.
If you can do anything naturally, that's better.
Now, let me ask you this. If doing it naturally is better, but you give people a way to achieve it from a product, isn't that coming in between of you being able to produce it naturally? Because if I can give you this product and you produce it, you won't go through the trouble of trying to figure out how to do it on your own. You just gonna keep doing it with the product.
Depending on the person. If you can do it naturally and you get a little, that shit should actually boost you up a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. But
say if you can't do it naturally already,
then it gets you where you need to be. But if you can do it naturally and you still choose, to get the product, it should give you a boost. But if you can't,
then you shouldn't do the product.
Your ass cheat.
Okay.
Your ass cheat.
So I will argue most people have trouble with achieving peace within themselves. But like you said, I do think the weed brings them a sense of peace. Like I said, we
use weed for the wrong shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Once again, it's medical shit. Supposed to be for medical.
Okay. Now,
don't be depressed as fuck. And then you go in there and get you some weed and smoke that shit. That shit not gonna calm your ass down.
About the medical part, this why I can't even vouch for it for medical use. Back in the day, they used cocaine as a medical product. Now, this shit sound crazy. I know.
That's the test run for your ass. That's the test run to put it out in the streets for y'all.
I'm telling you though. They used.
And they see how y'all went skyrocket crazy on them bitches.
I put it on the screen for y'all right here during the video. But they used cocaine as medical use. So I agree with you earlier.
It was a test run.
I agree with you earlier. Do I side with scientists on a morality standpoint? No. This is one of the reasons. So I'm not saying they are good people, but what I am saying is they do tests to show us the truths of
this world that they created. You said it right, goddamn, but that's God speaking through that motherfucker. But scientists, I feel like scientists are here to do tests and shit to run and see how shit works in this world, not what God put, what this man has created.
I agree.
And that's what I keep trying to because they might have stats, but these stats is for what they have created. This empire that they're building up that we just living in. Okay. Them scientists, it ain't shit to goddamn. If we didn't have this, if it was just us, the land, and the goddamn God would give you all the goddamn answers you need. He'd bring it right to you.
Okay.
But scientists, you out here taking shit from what God didn't created. Oh, let me try it here. Let me sprinkle a little shit here. And this is how we get all these fuck ups. That's how you got cocaine, goddamn. Oh, let me take a plant that God and let me put it on these patients. Because, kids, homeless people in the doctors, elderly, those are going to be the first in the test runs for all this shit. It's not going to be natural way.
I say people. Black people in general is going to be the first.
We is the product. We is the product all day long. They taking us and running tests on us. They ain't too much putting shit on us. They taking shit from us.
Because I only studied 2 things so far, but I think this same theme will keep reoccurring. The only 2 drugs I studied so far is cocaine and weed. And both of them, it's a common theme. It'll be in whatever state is already in. They'll take it, manufacture it in a way to make it worse and more corrosive to us, give it to us, blame us, incarcerate us, and villainize us, even though they the ones gave it to us. It's exactly what she said earlier. That's why I wanted her to finish that point. What she said earlier, if I got a backpack and she take my backpack, I'm justified morally for getting my damn backpack back. But if I get aggressive or hostile with her and start trying to snatch the backpack from her, she would paint the picture in a way where I'm crazy as hell. I'm a villain. I'm a bad guy. I'm extra violent. I'm wrong. She right. This her stuff. She protected.
Somebody walk up on us in the midst of them. The only thing they see is this nigga trying to grab a backpack from me.
That's bruh, in a nutshell. Take my word for it, bruh. I did the research. And if you want to do the research yourself, you ask, but I tell you everywhere, every book I read, whatever, and you can do the same research yourself. But listen to me in a nutshell, cause to save you from doing the work. That's exactly the process that happens with us as black people. They took weed, they took cocaine. Them the only two I'm gonna talk about right now because them the only two I know I'm more familiar with. They took these, corrupted it, gave it to us. After giving it to us, villainize us for having it, criminalize us for having it, say we the bad people, we unmoral, all this, put us in jail, everything else, and say, damn, look at black folks. That's the process, cuz. Now, I say that to say, you told me the good things of weed. What's the bad things of weed?
Okay. So bad things and it could be medical reasons too.
Yeah, it can be anything.
People have bad hearts, heart attacks, and everything. When bad comes with weed, some can make you like indica. It puts you in the couch. You're not gonna want to do things.
Okay.
It's supposed to calm you. You're supposed to get calmed down.
Okay.
But it also increases heart rate.
Okay.
God damn it. Also increases shit. Sometimes depending on your health stances. Harder breathing. Goddamn, you run out of breath. You get hot, overly heated.
Then you said earlier we smoke weed with the tobacco wraps.
Yes, you mix it with tobacco.
Yeah,
there's a lot of pros and then there's some cons.
We said off camera, majority of black people is in a more poverty-stricken state than wealthy, and you spend a lot of money on weed.
Yes, and then they use it for the wrong reasons. Oh shit. Trying to escape your sorrow, that ain't gonna do nothing. Let you sit in them bitches even more.
Okay. So we can just stop there. So off that little short conversation, we see the cons outweigh the pros, even though it has some pros. I'm not dismissing it.
I would say the pros is more, like I said, medical reason, body reasons.
Okay.
Not mental. It's not good for the mental if you're not strong enough for it. Like if you depressed, clearly you're not mentally strong right now. And if you use that weed, and it been times I had that before. Like one time, I was hella depressed off a breakup.
Yeah.
Okay, let me smoke this weed and see if it make me feel. When I tell you, I cried. How I was high and I was depressed. I was depressed. Like all the feelings that I had when I was sober off that weed, it intensified.
Okay.
But now, after years of going through shit, mental training, I can be depressed and bitch, I smoke weed, I'm gonna feel better. Goddamn.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If weed has pros and cons, let's say the pros, we're going to stick with pros. You said relaxation and medical uses. But the medical uses also has cons to them too. So if it got cons and pros, we can cancel that out. So we'll take medical off the table and we'll stick with relaxation.
Gotcha.
So if it got some relaxation properties, but it also has other cons, this relaxation this relaxation is bad for oppressed people to experience, because just like the slave master did, it take your mind off of the oppression. Now you're not focused as you would be. I'm not gonna say you're not focused at all. You're not as focused as you would be to attack the bigger picture. You probably can still take your little personal goals in life. I need to get this done today. I need to get that done today. Remember, it don't mess with your day-to-day functions.
It messes with your mental.
It messes with not even just your mental. Because your mental will still be okay. It messes with the higher ability to move on an intellectual basis.
The highest thing is your mental.
It is, but it's different parts of your mental. Because it take my mental to put this cord in this mic. It takes some type of mental ability to do that.
It take manpower to put this cord in the mic. The mental.
Okay. So
it's a little deeper than that.
So
mental is shit. Mental. I want to use this mic for what reason? To fucking talk to y'all.
Yeah.
That's a mental.
Yeah.
Goddamn it. But this cord of this mic, you just putting that bitch up in.
Yeah. But I'm saying they take very little.
But if you smoke weed,
you will be able to do that. But you won't be able to do the bigger thing.
You smoke weed, you probably wouldn't even think about this goddamn mic. You just be talking.
Okay. Now, if the pro we got from weed is relaxation, but this pro come with an additional 4 cons.
Mm-hmm.
The cons will outweigh the pros, so it canceled it out. Cool. So what I'm saying is, even though it do got the pro of relaxation, I will not disagree with you with that. But my argument is, can we find ways to relax that don't come with this many cons? Yes. So big picture, the cons outweigh the pros.
I feel like it's the reason you're using the weed for, once again. What medical, I mean by body, not mind.
Okay.
So say if shit you just got out of surgery and say we gonna get out of this world.
Yeah.
Right here that they've created. And you got this weed plant right there. And you just, did something to fuck your body.
Yeah.
You pain, you ain't aching. You smoke that goddamn weed, your ass feeling
Okay.
better.
My argument is not to get rid of weed as a whole. If in some medical uses, it is good.
But now if you try
cool.
to smoke
I'm talking
weed
about
for
smoking
your mental
weed.
state, now if you try to smoke weed for your mental state, that's a different kind of
Do
argument.
anybody we know, more than 2% of people, use weed for medical uses?
Exactly.
Hell
That's
nah.
why us is for
Leave
the
it
mental.
alone.
mental
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. For
and
us,
it's not good for
leave
you.
it now. Like I
So
said,
understand
bro,
what I'm
if I heard something about a young sister was having seizures and they put her on some type of CBD or whatever. And again, CBD is straight. THC is what gets you high. So don't try to say weed okay. CBD is what they be using 9 times out of 10. When your ass get high, you focused on THC. So don't even try to pull that rabbit out the bag. But I did hear a sister using the marijuana plant, and like I said, more than likely, bro, it was CBD to help her seizures. None of that stuff do I got a problem with, bro. I'm talking about, don't try to be a smart ass and say, no, you can use it for that. No, I'm talking about what we use it for.
Okay.
On a day-to-day
You
basis.
talking about the realistic
the plant itself.
common.
Yeah, I'm not saying make the plant go into extinction. No, keep the plant. I'm saying smoking weed will not be a beneficial thing for the black man and woman in America to involve themselves in it. Now, earlier Kizzy said, if it do these negative consequences, then yeah, black people should stop. So my argument is, if our people, what's going on, brother? If our people will stop smoking weed, if they knew the negative consequences, my thing is the people who want to get our brothers and sisters to stop smoking, you should be responsible with putting the information out there, studying it yourself, or if you don't study it yourself, just listen to other people who study it and repeat it. The more people we get repeating the negative consequences of weed, the more of our brothers and sisters will say, okay, I know the negative consequences now, I'll stop. But if they don't know the negative consequences, how would you expect them to stop? If they don't think nothing wrong with it, like Kizzy and my mama said the same thing.
Okay.
If it's bad, then yeah, people should stop. So since they saying if, make them stop saying if. Educate them, help them out. So they can go from if it's bad to, okay, yeah, it's bad. Now it's on their conscience to, okay, shit, I know it's bad. Now, do I want to stop? Do I want to keep going? 9 times out of 10, all black people want to do good in life, bro. That we talked about environment and nature. It's our nature to want to keep achieving.
I understand what you're saying 100%. But I feel like it comes with the person. I'm going to be real heavy on it. It comes with the person.
It comes with the person as in what? On whether weed negatively affect them or
objective
not?
of why they got the weed, why they using the weed, how the weed make them feel. Like you got like me. I know.
Okay.
I've seen all these videos. Everybody knows weed has its pros and cons.
Okay.
And you know how it makes you feel. You got to have that intuition, that thought in your mind that, look, I don't want something you just don't want to keep going through, something you don't want to keep experiencing, or something in ways that you can be better.
Okay.
Like me, I want to stop smoking weed because yes, I feel like I'm using it for the wrong fucking reasons. Ain't nothing wrong with me physically. Mentally, I'm strong enough to maintain it.
Yeah.
But it's like,
you just feel like you would be better.
I'm not gonna keep buying this shit.
Yeah.
I most definitely sometimes be productive.
Yeah.
More productive with it, or I have the urge to do more things.
Yeah.
Be determined and driven. Other times, shit, it actually helps me. But I get what you're saying.
We're ending on this question. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
You said it depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
How they view themselves, how they feel about themselves after taking the product.
Okay. For example, like I said back, Jocelyn.
Yeah.
Jocelyn do crack to perform.
But she's still
hell of a performance.
Yeah.
But then you have Whitney Houston. What's she at?
Okay.
I love my girl.
Yeah. So that's the same point I want to make. You saying like, yeah, we may have its negative effects, but it may affect some people
It's how
more
you-
positively.
It's how your mind trains you to let it affect you.
Okay.
God damn it. If I'm finna smoke weed, like me and you, we finna smoke weed. My mindset might be different. Man, I'm finna go. We both work the same job at UPS. Goddamn.
Okay.
We both in the car before we go in there. We smoke. Oh, I'm finna go do the best fucking job I can do. I feel good. I'm high as hell. I'm finna go in there and do it. But you, like, man.
Okay.
Fuck this shit.
Let me say this.
I'm just finna go in there and chill.
So,
I'm high as fuck.
to make sure I'm understanding you right, yes or no?
It's
Person A, person B. Both of them smoke the same amount of weed.
But
It affects both of them differently.
No, it depends on how both of them is thinking. We both high as fuck.
Yeah.
But if your mental is, I want to do